Good afternoon. A little while ago, I was reviewing a journal from August of last year, and I was on the Amtrak train. There was a detail from when I was on the Amtrak train leaving Washington, D.C. The train, it was early in the evening, probably around 5:30. The train had just passed through Fredericksburg and Virginia, and a man got into the sound of the train. There's really a lot of broadcasting that gets into the sound of the train sometimes. And on the particular occasion, a man got into the sound of the train saying, alleging being from the White House, saying, "We were always suppressing against just your files." Now, I think that that is kind of a significant memory. If it weren't for these journals, I'd have forgotten all about it. A man alleging being from the White House, saying that they were always suppressing against these files. And I think that these series of video messages that I've started for this campaign indicate that there's a lot of potentially important material that was always being suppressed against. And some of it might be actually being noticed for the first time, even though the first sends had been as far back as 20 years ago. So I think that that is significant. And that another detail is that later in the trip, after getting back to Florida, I was on a comfortable MARTS bus. They're a custom bus that Amtrak uses to connect between cities that they don't have train stations in. So anyway, the train had arrived to Tampa, and I'd gotten on the MARTS bus, and while the bus was on I-75, just after the Lafayette River, a man got into the sound of the bus saying a threat of instead it's a threat and accusation saying instead of having a campaign of your own, Ralph's Ailes hails Hitler. You know, man, they say the really crazy excuse me, I'm holding a laptop. Most every video I ever make, I'm holding my laptop in front of me, and that's why there's wavering of the screen sometimes. So anyway, would you believe it? I've been having to cope against crazies that suppress against everything because of how they are, and that my testimonies against Hitler kind of threats that just don't correspond to their corruption. You know, now I'm not saying that about the White House. You know, I hope that the White House is still substantially a sacrosanct place where there's constitutional law and people that are mostly, hopefully, always on behalf of our people's safety and the perpetuation of our nation instead. I'm just saying that some corruption that started at me locally started interfering again, and they have for through years insisted about being a Hitler kind of orientation. Now that goes back to the former stepfather and his associates. And another origin was because of me consummating some good concerned studies against Hitler kind of threats while I was in a VA center. That there was corruption about the VA center, and when they found out that I had submitted testimony into a Navy investigative office just after being in the particular VA, Bay Pines and near St. Petersburg, that they got angry about it and put me through. Allegedly, a lot of traffic broadcasting assault was actually of an origin of corruption in the VA. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that opposition against this, obviously a humble start campaign, includes persons of really malign power who even say threats like in the previous message that they'd like to empty out entire areas to, get rid of people in order to have a really strange, malign Levinstrom for their own corruption that's, exclusive of anybody that's normal. And that they go back to the time of the Holocaust, So I believe that I deserve to have a chance, and I think that thanks to good Sarasotans here and travelers that I've noticed commenting nicely along the way, that I am having something of a chance already. And I'm telling you that there's a lot of good dedication here, and many reports that I'm going to be adding to these messages in the days and weeks to come. And this objective is always for everyone being safe. No matter what the rumoring is, I don't conspire against any kind of people. The former stepfather secretly spread rumors that I had threatened Jews earlier in my life, but no, I didn't. And the other, it's like one corner of his mouth threatens that I threatened to victimize Jews. The other the other corner of his mouth is saying that he's gay and wanted to be assigned to me because of accusing that I wanted to do something with a Jewish boy as my first sex interest in life. But that was a lie, secret lie also. My only first interest in life were pretty ladies. And I'm always, and something else that the opposition always likes to do is they always like to cause doubt and worries about ladies that you experience in life and can't encounter again. You know, just yesterday, a couple of days ago, I sent an update to Department of Justice because uh, a particular same gay that is facilitated by the old operation, et cetera, wanted to threaten that somebody had been, that a pretty lady I like had been roasted. And, you know, they just, whenever there's indication of nice progress, the opposition feels dutiful, like their duty is that they have to say something terribly outrageous as a way of competing against there being just a nice chat with a pretty lady, even if I don't know her personally. You know, and then, you know, if there's been nice music, that they've got to compete by starting some kind of outrageous noise. So anyway, my objective is really for everyone just always being safe. And I think that a good result will also be that a lot of the perpetrators of the noisy interference will be known, and that a lot of the disruption that I experience will be reduced and ended. And there could be a lot of accomplishment. So anyway, again, as always, I hope everyone's having a good day, a fun weekend, and that there's going to be a good and productive week to come. Thank you.